The St. Cuthbert's Way is a 100-kilometer trail through the Scottish borders in northern England, from the historic town of Melrose to Holy Island on the Northumberland coast. It follows in the footsteps of St. Cuthbert, a 7th century Anglo-Saxon monk and one of the most famous saints of northern England. It's a walk steeped in history, passing ancient abbeys, old paths and quiet countryside, where at times it feels like time has stood still. This week, Otto and I are setting out to walk the entire route, wild camping along the way as much as possible. If you're new here, I'm Elli. I quit my office 9 to 5 a few years ago and now spend most of my time long distance hiking and exploring nature. And this is Otto, a former stray from Croatia, the best hiking companion and, let's be real, the star of the show. So let's head out onto the St. Cuthbert's Way. Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. You probably can't see that much, but this behind me is the River Tweed, the famous River Tweed. Otto and I are in the Scottish borders. I've just parked my van, I'm all packed up and we're just walking to the start of our next long distance hike, so let's go! First things first, I'm going to get a coffee. You have probably already guessed it, Otto and I are in Melrose in the south of Scotland and we're about to start the St. Cuthbert's Way. We're starting our walk at the beautiful ruins of Melrose Abbey. The abbey was founded way back in 1136 and became one of the most important monasteries in medieval Scotland. It was destroyed and rebuilt several times over the centuries, and most of what we see today dates back to the 14th and 15th centuries. And even though it's a ruin now, you can still get a sense of how impressive this place must have been. The huge stone arches, all the little carvings and details, the Gothic windows, and the foundations of cloister, dormitories, and different buildings. But the connection to our walk goes back even further. In the 7th century, a young man called Cuthbert lived and worked as a shepherd in this area. According to legend, he had a vision that inspired him to devote his life to the church. He eventually joined a monastery at Melrose, which is where his religious life really began. Today, the St. Cuthbert's Way follows in his footsteps from here all the way to Lindisfarne, connecting some of the places most closely associated with his story. This is St. Cuthbert's Cross, the sign we're going to follow over the next couple of days. And we're starting off strong with a steep climb. The first highlight on today's stretch, the Eildon Hills. I think there are 3 of them. There's one there, and I think a third one behind. If I remember it correctly, they're actually extinct volcanoes, which you can kind of see by the shape. It's a bit of a temperature shock for Otto and me because we just drove down from the Highlands yesterday and we basically spent the last 7 weeks in the north of the Highlands. It was a lot cooler there, obviously, especially in May so far. It's been really chilly at times even. And now to go from like 12, 13 degrees to 23, 25 today is kind of crazy. For the first time this year, I'm actually wearing shorts. Oh, this is such a nice view. This walk so far, right from the start, is quite different from our last walk, which was obviously the Cape Wrath Trail, because as you can see, there are a lot more people out, day walkers, and obviously the St. Cuthbert's Way is a lot easier, so more accessible. I think there's quite a lot of variation when it comes to the terrain. There's a bit of wooded areas for some shade, some river walks, fields, rolling hills, but also there's a section going over the Cheviots in a couple of days, up on the moors. So I think there's a bit of everything. There's a lot of culture, history, lots of pubs, cafes. Oh, it's such a nice day. I'm loving this. Everything is in bloom. It really feels like summer and it's just perfect. Doing this trail and starting in Melrose is for me a bit of a full circle moment. If you've watched our videos for a while, for a really long while actually, Otto and I walked through Melrose and actually this bit on the St. Cuthbert's Way to Kirk Yetholm 3 years ago, almost to the day even. I checked this morning, which is crazy, on our John O'Groats to Land's End hike. And back then, that was my first time in the southern uplands, and I don't know, I wasn't really it wasn't really on my radar, but I was so surprised how beautiful it is, and yeah, just the beauty of those rolling hills, the moorland, everything is really nice and calm and gentle, and I really fell in love with the area. These are the Eildon Hills, again from the other side. Almost 7 kilometers down, and we're just walking down to Newton's and Boswell's, and then along the River Tweed to St. Boswell's. Oh, look at that, a beautiful suspension bridge. Not for us, we're going to continue along the side of the river, but just for the views. This is the River Tweed, and there's actually an option to visit Dryborough Abbey. That's somewhere behind those trees, but that's I think a 3-mile detour going there and back, and because it's quite hot today, I think we're going to save that for another day. This looks like a great spot for a little break for us. It's getting really hot now. I got some stuff from the shop, a vitamin water, then a kombucha, some crisps and a piece of cheese for Otto. He swallowed that whole. And then for me, I'm going to have a flatbread with some vegan cheese. It's really hot now. Oh, this is Maxton Kirk. Let's have a look. Didn't find a water tap yet, but yeah, we still have enough. But I found a really nice shaded spot. Otto is already taking a little nap. Oh, there's a little water tap. Yay! I refilled my water, 2 extra liters and then 1 in my bottle, which should last me till tomorrow morning. We're going to follow Deer Street, which is an old Roman road that ran from York down in England all the way to the Firth of Forth. Apparently the Roman name, the original name, has been lost over time. But this is so interesting to be following such an old road. I think I'm going to start looking around for a spot to wild camp. We just hit 20 kilometers and I think I'm going to pick the next spot that's nice. Just next to the Roman road lies Lilliot's Edge and Ancrum Moor, open moorland with beautiful views across the borders. It's hard to imagine that this peaceful landscape was once the site of the Battle of Ancrum Moor in 1545, where the Scots defeated the English. I think I found our spot right here. It's pretty level. You can hear the birds in the trees. This is beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to set up here. It's so hot, but the tent is up. As you can see, I switched it up a bit and took my X-Med one for this hike. I was just in the mood to use that again. This is home for tonight. As you can see, it's a beautiful summer evening. I really miss the space of my X-Dome, to be honest. But when it comes to setting up the tent, I really enjoy how easy the X-Med goes up just by staking out the corners and then putting in the trekking poles. This is really nice. A lot quicker than the X-Dome. Time to make dinner. I'm really hungry. Tonight I'm having a classic backpacking meal, spicy pasta arrabbiata. It's really convenient that I can just eat it from the package, because obviously there's no water around, so I have to be a bit mindful about my water use tonight and tomorrow morning. I had my dinner and now I'm going to share a packet of crisps with Otto, as always. Day 1 on the St. Cuthbert's Way done, and yeah, it's been a really nice day, a really nice walk. Not the most dramatic, spectacular, but easy walking, good path. It's really well waymarked. Just a bit of everything, a little bit of history, like the Abbey, the Roman road, nice little villages, cute houses, just a lot to see, a lot of variation. Really excited for tomorrow. I already know this stretch tomorrow, most of it as well from our jogger hike, but still will be nice to revisit all those places, and we'll see you then. Good night.
Good morning. Oh, I look terrible. I didn't have a really good night's sleep. It took forever to fall asleep, and then the wind picked up and yeah, it was just quite loud in the trees. I'm going to get ready and make a coffee and start the day. I don't know what happened to my voice. It's a bit cracky. I don't know. I had a bit of a sore throat yesterday. I feel great, so I don't think I'm actually getting sick or anything.
I'm all packed up, and as always we're leaving no trace whatsoever. So let's start day 2 on the St. Cuthbert's Way. Let's go! We're still on Deer Street on this Roman road for another few kilometers. It's a bit shaky. Oh. There would be some really nice spots to wild camp along the edge of the river. Oh, this would have been nice too, but a bit too far for us yesterday. Wow, you can still see the Eildon Hills all the way up there. This really has been so nice so far. Whenever there's fields that you go through, it's actually double fenced and you can walk just outside the fence. This is great. We've been walking along fields and through woodlands the entire morning. We're 16 kilometers in. Look at this view that just opened up when we turned the corner. This over there in the far back are the Cheviots. And this over there in the front, these hills, that ridge is where I want to camp tonight if all goes to plan. These are the ruins of Sesford Castle. Let's check them out. This is how it might have looked in the late 16th century. Such a massive castle. You can really see how thick the walls are. And this is our progress that we have made. This is where we came from yesterday, and then we camped somewhere along this straight line. This is the Roman road, Deer Street. And then today we have come all this way to Cuthbert Castle, and now it's about 3.5–4 kilometers. Pretty much all downhill, bit of road walking to Moor. It's been quite a long morning. We didn't take really long breaks, just a few shorter ones. But we've made it! This is Moor. Really excited to get to the shop, get some food, something to drink, some snacks. Just have a really long break, and yeah, can't wait. This is the lovely community shop. And I got a coffee, lemonade, sausage roll, crisps and a lentil salad. And they even let me leave my power bank in there for a bit to charge it, which is perfect. We just spent another 1.5 hours just chilling out, resting in the pub because it rained a bit and yeah, I was getting a bit cold just sitting outside. So I went to the pub. It's 5:30 and I want to do another 3.5–4 kilometers to go up on the ridge near Wideopen hill and hopefully find a beautiful spot there to white camp. It's supposed to clear later tonight for some late sunshine, which would be incredible.
As we leave Moor behind, the landscape slowly starts to change. The fields and woodlands give way to open rolling hills, and the views stretch further as we start climbing. The Cheviots start to appear in the distance. It already feels surprisingly remote up here. There's very little around us, just wide open hills, big skies, and the occasional stone wall or farmhouse in the distance. It's a completely different feeling from the start of the walk, and I love how quickly the landscape changes and how much variety this trail has.
So remote now. This over there are the Cheviots. Oh, it's gorgeous. This is it. Wideopen hill, 368 meters, and also the halfway point on the St. Cuthbert's Way. Look at this view. This is epic. Wow, so beautiful. I am going to start looking around for a spot. I'm in the next field now. Just going to go around the corner to see if there's cattle in here, and then find something, hopefully with a bit of a view, to pitch my tent. If I can't find anything, I think I might just go back into this little corner down there where it's a bit sheltered, but the wind is supposed to drop later this evening, so yeah, should be fine. Oh wow, this is beautiful. This view over the Cheviots. I found a spot to pitch the tent just as it started to drizzle again. And look at this. Isn't this such a great view? Not the best pitch ever, as you can see, because it's a bit on a slope, but yeah, it'll do for tonight. Some cloud and rain just over us basically, but it seems to be clearing up, hopefully. This is stunning, really stunning. It's almost 8:30 already. Time to make dinner. Otto already had his dinner. I have my Yule
pasta for tonight. Oh, this is so nice to have some late sunshine now, as the forecast promised. It's so crazy how even like a dehydrated pasta tastes like the best pasta in the world after a long day of hiking. This is always such a nice feeling, just having some warm food at the end of a long day. It's been such a beautiful end of the evening. I just watched the perfect sunset. It's been so nice just being up here, having views all around. It's been another really nice day, mainly woodland and farmland, but really nice path, some great views, lot of variation. I really liked Moor. It's just such a cute village. The wind had dropped completely like half an hour ago, but now it's so strong. I don't know. I hope it drops again soon, otherwise this will be quite hard to get some good night's sleep. I hope the tent is holding up. Oh, this is crazy. Oh wow. Oh wow. It's 4:30 and I just had my alarm. Just for this. Look at this. Wow, this is so unbelievably beautiful.
This was one of my favorite and most special moments of the year so far. Waking up out on the hills with nothing around us but the sound of the moorland birds. Watching the sun come up, slowly lighting up the landscape, and just feeling completely at peace. My head feels completely empty. I'm not thinking about anything, I'm just there, taking it all in. It's moments like this that remind me why I love doing this so much.
Good morning, day 3 on the St. Cuthbert's Way. It's 7:30 now and the sun obviously has been up for hours. It's a really warm day. I had a really nice morning just watching the sunrise. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, time to make a coffee. Oh, this is such a perfect morning. Honestly, what I was hoping for. All packed up. It's 9:30 already, but there's still no one around, which is so perfect. Feels so remote. As always, we're leaving no trace whatsoever, taking all our rubbish with us. So let's go. We camped just over there, 5 minutes away on this smaller hill. But we've just walked back for a couple of minutes because I want to see the view from Wideopen Hill, which is just up there. I feel like I couldn't really enjoy it that much yesterday with low cloud and looking around for a spot to wild camp. So yeah, this is Wideopen Hill. This is where we're heading. This is Kirk Yetholm down there, and then
These are the Cheviots over there. And that's also where the border between Scotland and England is running along. And look at this incredible 360 view. Such a picturesque landscape. Bit of everything, woodlands, fields, then the hills, a bit of moorland. This is beautiful. This area I had never been to before, like before 3 years ago, but it left such a big impression, and yeah, it's just so nice to be back now. My plan for today is to actually take half a rest day in Kirk Yetholm. It's just about 7 kilometers, I think, to get there, so not a very long walk at all. But we had quite a long day yesterday, and with the heat it's been a bit tough for Otto at times, so I want to give him a really good rest, and also I feel like I really need a shower after 3 days of hiking in really warm temperatures. Oh, look at this place, isn't this just so peaceful? That's the Border Hotel over there, and I think it's about to open in 10-15 minutes. I had a lemonade and a pint, and now I'm just walking back to town Yetholm, to the shop there to maybe get some snacks, a lemonade for later, and then I'm going to pitch my tent on the campsite. Isn't this just so cute and peaceful? Oh, really love this place. I don't know what it is, but there's just something quite special about Moor battle yesterday and then Kirk Yetholm, town Yetholm today. I don't know, it just feels so peaceful and like such a nice place to live, honestly. Maybe it just feels a bit like a place where time has stood still a little bit. Otto and I are having the perfect chill afternoon. Really comfy and cozy in the tent, listening to the birds in the trees, listening to the rain on the tent, and yeah, just such a nice day. This is it for today, day 3 on the St. Cuthbert's Way done. More than halfway. It's only about 50-51 kilometers that we have left. I'm really excited for tomorrow. We're going to cross over into England and we're going to walk over the moors, over the Cheviots, like the edge of the Cheviots, which I'm really excited for. It's probably going to be very beautiful, and yeah, we'll see you then. Good night.